Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you've never been here before, hey, what's up? My name is Shannon. And if you have been here before, then hey, again, hello again, hi, how are you? Before I even start filming this, I'm going to pre-apologize for any noises or windiness or kids screaming or dogs barking because I'm outside. Obviously, you can see that. I really wanted to film outside today because it's just so pretty outside. It's so nice. The weather is perfect. I don't even know what the temperature is right now. Let's see. It's 83, but it's so nice. Like, the wind is perfect. The sun isn't too hot. Like, I don't even know. It's just great. Today's video is going to be more religion based. And most of you know, who follow me, most of you know that I am a Christian and I go to church. I believe in God. I like to try and live as good and as Christian as I possibly can. I'm not perfect by any means. I have had a few really good things fall into place lately in my life, and recently things have been happening that I haven't really told many people about and I'm still not ready to talk about yet, but they will be coming, don't worry. And I just wanted to talk about how I got to this place, how I'm so content and happy with certain things that are going on in my life, or how I don't worry really so much. So today's video is going to be on faith and how to have it and what it is, and can anybody have faith, and is faith just for Christians? Is it just for normal people? Is it, you know, what is it? Is it only religion? Well, I'm under a big tree, so there's a chance like a squirrel or a bird could fall on me. It sometimes is a little hard to have faith. I have always been the kind of person that doesn't really worry about much. Now, that didn't really start until I was like 12 or 13, but once I heard something, it just clicked, and that was it. My pastor, he said that there's no point of worrying about anything, because say you have a bill that's due tomorrow and you owe $5,000 and you have $500. No matter what, that money, you don't have that money to put towards that. So you can either just not pay it and not worry about it, or pay it and still get yelled at for not paying the right amount. Regardless, you're not gonna die. But if you're just late a little bit on one payment, I mean, but there's no point in worrying about it. What can you do? Nothing. You either have it or you don't, right? Right. I kind of like to apply that to life. And God talks about not worrying. Don't worry, and just put your trust in Him and trust that everything's going to be okay and that His plan is going to fall into place for you. Sometimes we tend to want to rush things, and you know, I want a kid right now. I don't want to wait, or I want a house, or I want this job has to be for me and I need to get it right now. But sometimes that's not always God's plan. Sometimes His plan is for you to wait it out, and sometimes you have to be waiting for the right time. Everything that He does and He plans for you and He does in our lives is according to His time, not ours. But sometimes we tend to forget that a little bit. So you have to have faith. Now, the actual definition, if you Google it, so number one, complete trust or confidence in someone or something. That means God. That means you completely trust Him, completely have confidence in Him, and don't worry about it. If God says something in the Bible and He promises you something and He says, hey, you know what, you're going to prosper and you're going to get this job and I'm going to take care of you, then you need to chill out and let God just do His thing. You know, just calm down, believe Him, and trust in Him. And the more faith that you have in Him, the more you trust Him, the more He's gonna give it to you, not necessarily faster, but He's gonna give you the answer. He's gonna let you know, hey, you know, it's just a little bit more, and He's gonna give you kind of that calmness feeling on the inside of you that knows, okay, hey, maybe right now isn't the time. And it kind of takes you to this different place to where you can just kind of relax a little bit, knowing that He's got this. You don't need to worry about it because God's got it. I was actually listening to a message of Bible study the other day. She was talking about when you have faith, you have to already act like you have whatever it is that you are wanting to get or needing, or whatever it is, whether it's a job, finances, or a house, or a baby, or whatever it is. So say you're wanting, you know, this new job. Say you're wanting a new job. If you sit there and walk around going, I mean, I might not get it, I don't know if I'm qualified, and I don't know, maybe it's not, maybe someone better can get the job, or maybe there's something else better for me. But you know in your heart, and I don't mean in your head, like logically this sounds good. In your heart, you know that this is where you're supposed to be working and this is the place that you're supposed to be. Then don't talk like that, because when you talk in that like Debbie Downer type of way, it's doubting God. You know, if he said he's gonna give it to you, he's gonna give it to you. And if this is where you're meant to be, then he's definitely gonna give it to you. So instead of saying like, oh, maybe I won't get it, say, you know what? I got this. I'm gonna get this job. I'm already working there. You have to envision yourself already being in that position that you want to be in. So you don't necessarily have to run around and tell people like, oh, I got the job, when you haven't even gotten the interview yet. But you have to envision yourself in your heart knowing, okay, you know what? I'm gonna work here. I'm gonna have this job. And keep yourself on the inside. Keep your head, because your thoughts sometimes tend to go all over the place. And God's in there, the devil's in there, you're in there. So you got like 3 different people in one brain, and sometimes your head just gets all kinds of messed up. So you have to keep it on track and sit there and say, no, you know what? I got this. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to prepare for it. I have God on my side, and everything is going to be perfectly fine. Now, if there is an instance that you're wanting this job so bad and then you don't get it, it's not because you didn't necessarily have the faith, but maybe you weren't supposed to be there. Maybe there was something better out there for you that God does have. So you have to make sure that those 2 things, your faith and what God wants for you, are both on track. Some people think that, oh, well, you know, you can't have lots of money because God doesn't do that. God doesn't bless you with tons and tons of money. But that's not necessarily true. God can make millionaires. God can make, you know, people prosper like crazy for you know, small things. And it doesn't mean that if you know, one person over here is a millionaire or a billionaire, and this person is only making $100,000 a year, and this person over here is making $30,000 a year, that doesn't mean that, you know, he loves this person that's making $30,000 any less. But maybe this person over here that is a millionaire, maybe their faith is a lot higher, and maybe they're doing more things that they're supposed to be, and maybe they're in their groove and their plan that God wants them to be in. So you have to keep that in mind. God doesn't want any of his people poor or falling behind or in a rut and hating life. He doesn't want that. He wants us to be prosperous and have fun and love life and share all of this with everybody else, which is what I'm doing with you guys, because I fully believe that the more that we share his word and his love and his truth, then I don't want to get all weird and be like, oh my gosh, this world would be such a better place, because it legit would, obviously. But it'll make you better, you know, and it'll make your family better, and your job and your relationships with your friends, family, husband, wife. It'll just make things better if you concentrate on your faith in him, and concentrate on what he has for you, and what, you know, what your destiny is, and what your actual life is supposed to be like, and what it's supposed to be filled with. So I just want to encourage you guys to, if sometimes your faith is a little deteriorated because maybe something bad happened, or you lost a loved one, or you lost your job, or you lost your house, or you lost a spouse, you know, that you didn't necessarily, not maybe they didn't pass away, but maybe they left. It's so easy for us to get backtracked and for the devil to just push those stupid thoughts in our heads that we're not good enough, and that, you know, well, if this happened, then God doesn't really care that much about you. That is completely false. Just so untrue that it's unbelievable. But you have to keep in mind too that if you're going to have faith in God, there's going to be a battle against you. The devil is going to come at you full force. Some people don't like talking about that. Some people like want to sit there and gloat and talk about how good God is, and God does this, and God does this, and God does this. But then if somebody dies or passes away, God, why did you do that? No. So that's a different subject for a totally different day. And if you guys want, I will talk more on that also. But I'm going to actually link you guys to a few things down below if you are questioning different things about faith, or worrying, or different stuff like that. I'll try to link some books and some videos down there for you guys to check out. Just try really hard not to get off track with your faith. If you are going to trust God, if you're one of those people, if you believe God and you believe that, you know, that Jesus is your God, then you believe the Bible pretty much, right? So if you believe the Bible and you believe that that's true, then that means that Jesus can't lie, and he's not gonna lie. So if he tells you that he can do all these things that he can do, then you might as well trust him, right? And that's what faith is. You just completely need to submerge yourself in trust for him. And I promise you, when you do that, your life is going to change so much for the better, not for the worse. And yes, it's so much easier said than done, so much easier, but it is something that's simple. Just trust him. That's all you got to do. Those are my words of wisdom today, and I hope that you guys have stayed to the end. If you guys have stayed till this point, what emoji should I have you guys comment down below? Comment the high five emoji. You know, the little girl that goes, what? Like she wants to just high five you. That's what I want to do. I want to high five all of you guys. So comment that emoji down below if you're still here to the end. And if you're not, then, you know, I'm really depressed actually, because then I'm just talking to no one. Just talking to myself. Just kind of like how I am right now in my backyard. Just talking to myself. I hope you guys appreciated this video. And comment down below that emoji. Don't forget. Please don't forget. So go head over and go follow me on Instagram and follow me on Snapchat too, okay? Because I try to post all my eating habits on there and like different stuff that I do around town. I will see you guys Thursday. Huge hugs. Thank you for watching and subscribing. Love you guys. Bye.
And I've had front row seats to your faithfulness.